Good morning, students. Welcome to Archivision YouTube channel, that is subject mathematics by Lakshmi. So today I have chosen the topic, that is I'm going to start with the new chapter, polynomials. So today we are discussing with the introduction as well as first exercise of the chapter polynomials. So let's have a small concept regarding the polynomials here, that is introduction for a polynomials. So polynomials are nothing but which is an algebraic expression will be in the form of combination of constant as well as variable connected by four basic operations. It may be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Suppose if I am taking an example 2x, I can say x is a variable and the coefficient of x is what? 2 here, that is number part coefficient. 2 is said to be number part coefficient and x is variable, isn't it? So which is having the combination of constant as well as the variables. So always keep in mind that here the polynomials which are algebraic expression containing one or more than one term is said to be polynomials. That is, it is a chain of terms which will be having a chain of terms. Suppose if I am taking an example 2x square plus 3x minus 3. So I can say here the degree of the expression, that is degree of polynomial is 2. So and here if you observe the constant value 3 in terms of variable, how can we write this one? 3 into x power 0. Since we are having the variable x here, I am just replacing with the power of x, that is x power 0. According to the laws of exponents, what we know, x power 0 which is equals to 1, isn't it? 3 into 1 which is giving 3. So which will be having a chain of terms. Always keep in mind that polynomials will be having more than one terms. So if you observe, we are having the types of the algebraic expressions. So I have just written in the box here, I have taken in the box. If you observe this box, we are having the types of the algebraic expressions, that is it may be monomial, binomial, trinomial, polynomial, which all depends upon the number of terms. So if you remember the class 8th, we were having the chapter that is algebraic expression. In that chapter we have already discussed, isn't it? So monomials which will be having only single term, that is a term which can be represented by a combination of both variable as well as constant, isn't it? So 2x, I can say it is a single term. Binomial which will be having two terms, 2x plus 5. Here 2x is one term and 5 is one more term. In the same how trinomial which is made up of three terms, that is 3x square minus 2x plus 5. So 3x square is one term, 2x is one term and 5 is one more term. Polynomials more than 3 which is made up of more than 3 terms. Now let's come to the degree of polynomial, that is highest power. So based on the degree we are having the particular names for a polynomials. Are you getting? So it always depends upon the degree of the polynomials. Okay, so if you observe the equation here, I have taken 4x minus 3x square plus 5, so which is having the single variable, that is x. But if you observe the degree here, the highest degree is what? 2, x power 2, isn't it? So instead of this equation, the first thing we have to do is what? We have to arrange the given expression from higher power to the least power, that is exponents of the variable should be from highest to least. So here what is the degree of the expression? That is 2. Since the variable x is having the highest degree, that is 2, the degree of the polynomial will be 2. So as I told just before, it should be arranged in terms of highest degree to least degree, isn't it? So how can we write this equation? That is minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5, isn't it? Since minus 3x square, which x is having the highest power here, minus 3x square plus 4x plus 5, isn't it? So whatever the expression it is, we have to arrange the degrees, highest degree to the least one. So how can you express 5 in terms of the variable x? So if you observe the term phi here, we have to express phi in terms of the variable x. Since the variable is x here, how can we take 5 into x power 0? What it will give? 5. That is x power 0 is 1, right? So 5. Now come to the types of the expressions depends upon the degree of the polynomials. So always keep in mind that here the expression can be replaced with a constant, that is a, b, c as well as d. The quotient of the variables can be a, b, c and d. If the power of the variable is 1, then those expressions are said to be linear expressions. So if you observe, the variable of x is what? 1. So it is said to be linear. If the power of the expression, that is not for a, square for x, since x is the variable here, so ABC I have taken as constant, quotient of x. So if the power is 2, then those expressions are said to be quadratic equations. If the power of the polynomial is 3, that is the degree of the polynomial is 3, then those expressions are said to be, that is equations are said to be cubic equation. That is, since x is having the power 3, it is said to be. So now we will start with the first question of the first exercise. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reasons for your answer. So they have asked to find the expressions which is of having single variable or not, isn't it? So always keep in mind that here the variables, that is exponent of variables, cannot be negative and fraction. Always keep in mind that the power of the variables must be whole numbers. Whole numbers are nothing but what? So which will be having a counting values as well as 0, isn't it? 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on up to infinity. So here the power of the variable must be whole numbers. So if you observe the first question here, 4x square minus 3x plus 7. So I can say which is having a single variable, that is x, isn't it? So x is a single variable in this equation, so I can say it is x. Yes, it is polynomial in one variable x. So which will be a polynomial in one variable? What is the variable here? X, isn't it? So which must be with a single variable. Now come to the next one, y square plus root 2. But the term that is in terms of y is missing. You don't bother about that. So which is having a single variable, again y is the variable. So it is polynomial in one variable y, isn't it? So y square plus 0 into y plus root 2, we can write it as. Now come to third one, 3 root t plus t root 2. If you observe, we are having root t as well as t. What did I say just now? The power of the variables must be whole number. Root t can be taken as how? Root t is equals to t raised to 1 by 2. 3 raised to the power 1 by 2, isn't it? Which is having fraction. Do you think if the variable which is having fraction, which will be a polynomial? No. It is not polynomial as the power of the t is not whole number. So you should have the whole number. The powers must be whole number. So y plus 2 by y. So if I am taking y as a LCM, what this equation will becomes? Y square plus 2 into y power minus 1. How can we write this one? 2 by y, 2 upon y, 2 multiplied by y power minus 1. So if you observe, again we are getting the power in terms of negative integers. As I told just before, it must be a whole numbers. The power of the variable must be a whole number, isn't it? Since which is having the negative integer, it is not polynomial as the power of y is not whole number. Just write. Let's write here. It is not polynomial as the power of y is not whole number. So since which is having the negative integer, it will not be a polynomial. Now come to the last one, last sub question of the first question. X power 10 plus y power 3 plus t power 50. If you observe here, we are having three different variables here, isn't it? So one is one term which is having x, one term which is having y, one term which is having t. So again it is not a polynomial. Polynomials are nothing but what? Which will be made up of single variable. So it is not polynomial in one variable, but it is in three variables, isn't it? X comma y comma t, which is having three different variables, x comma y comma t, but it is not a polynomial in one variable. Now come to the next question. Write the coefficient of x square in each of the following. Here we have to take the coefficients of only x square. They have already mentioned in the question. We have to take only the coefficients of x square. That is nothing but what? Number term, isn't it? So here x square can be taken as 1 into x square, right? So the quotient of x square will be what? 1. That is number term we have to take here, constant value. So quotient is 1. So don't bother about the equation. Since they have already mentioned in the question, we have to worry only about the quotient of x square. So second one, 2 minus x square plus x cube. Again minus x square can be taken as minus 1 into x square. So what is the number part here? Minus 1. That is the constant is minus 1. So the quotient is minus 1. Isn't it? Only we have to worry about the constant value, that is number part of the given coefficient. So pi by 2 x square plus x. Again it can be taken as pi by 2 into x square. So what is the quotient part here? Quotient of x square is what? Pi by 2. Isn't it? The constant part is pi by 2. That is number part is pi by 2. The fourth one, root 2x minus 1. If you observe, we are not having the term in terms of x square, isn't it? We are not having the value in terms of x square. How can we write this one? 0 into x square plus root 2x minus 1, isn't it? So if we are not having the term x square, we can take it as 0 into x square, since which is missing. Obviously the quotient of x square becomes what here? 0, isn't it? So we can take quotient is 0. That is quotient of x square is 0. So if it is absent, you can take the term which is multiplied with 0. Anyways, it will become 0 itself, right? Yes. Now come to the next question, that is, give one example each of a binomial of degree 35 and of a monomial of degree 100. So here they have mentioned binomial as well as monomial. Binomial is nothing but what? If the expression which is having two terms, it is said to be binomial. So I am just taking a simple equation here, x plus 1. But the degree must be what here? 35. The highest power should be 35. So we have to replace the variable with the power 35. That is x power 35 plus 1. Either you can take in terms of other variable also, that is y power 35 plus y square. So don't bother about why I have taken y square here. Since the highest power we have to worry, the highest power is what here? Already we got y power 35. So it can be y square, y power 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever. So or else we can take other terms also, y power 35 plus 3, 35 or is 3. So again which is having two terms, but the degree highest power is 35. So it should have two terms, but the highest power should be 35 here. In the same how monomial, but the degree is 100. So monomial are nothing but what? Single term. So I am just taking s power 100, or else you can take y power 100 also. So anyways, which will be having single term, only the degrees is going to be changed, isn't it? Whatever they had given, we have to keep the same power here. So now come to the fourth one. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. So if you observe, we are already having the polynomials. The only thing is we have to write the degree of the polynomial. I have already told that we have to worry only about the highest power, isn't it? Degree is nothing but highest power. If you observe the first question, that is 5x cube plus 4x square plus 7x. So which is having the highest power is 3. So third degree expression, or is 3. The degree of the polynomial is 3 here. So 4 minus y square. Here highest power is what? 2. Isn't it? The same how 5t minus root 7. Here the variable is t, which is having the power 1. If nothing is there, means we have to assume there is a 1, t power 1. That is 1. So if you observe the third one, we are having only the constant. So it can be replaced with 0 with any variable. So it can be 0. The power will becomes 0 here. Isn't it? So you don't bother about only the constant. It can be replaced with the 0. That is 3 into x power 0. So what it will becomes? The power of the variable will be 0 here. I have already explained in the previous question. So whatever it may be, if the variable is missing, we can take the power of 0 in terms of power of zeros, isn't it? So therefore the power will be 0 here, that is highest power. Now come to the fourth one. Classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic. As I told, if the degree of the expression which is 1, those expressions, the equations are said to be linear. If the degree is 2, then those are said to be quadratic. If the degree is 3, and that expression is said to be cubic, isn't it? Here we have to only worry about the degrees, and we have to name according to the given expressions. So if you observe the first one here, x square plus x. So highest degree is what here? 2. So it can be quadratic. So it is quadratic. X minus x power 3. So here the highest degree is 3, which is cubic. Directly we can write only by looking at the power of the variable. So y is y square, that is y power 2. Again it is quadratic. In the same how 1 plus x, x power 1. If the degree of the expression, if the degree of the polynomial is 1, then those expression is linear equations. 3t, again t power 1, linear. So r square, it is a linear equation. R square, the degree of the polynomial is 2 here, so it is quadratic. 7x cube. So if you observe the last one, 7x cube, the degree of the polynomial is 3, so since it is cubic. So this is how we have to find the polynomials. So in the next class, we'll discuss with the next exercise. Till then, stay safe, stay home.